sir.
Hello.
Yeah, students, please wait few minutes. We'll be just starting the program after some minutes. So please wait.
हाँ हाँ अरे 3 15 को लेके आए।
ଆପଣଙ୍କଠୁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରନ୍ତୁ ମୋଠୁ ହଉନି। ନାଇଁ ସେଟା କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରୁଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ରେକର୍ଡିଂ କରିଦେଇଛି ଆଉ କିଛି ନା କାମ ଏଇ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ କରିଦେଉଛି ମୁଁ এটা কি করছে পিগলা প্রেজেন্ট করছে না
হুম।
সেটা তো আমি ইউজ করতে পারি না পিগলা আছে কতটা নাম মনে করে
Rishika, please stop presenting. Hello. मोठ हो नहीं बरं.
Good afternoon, sir.
All are requested to mute their microphone during the address. Please mute your microphone. During last half an hour, we will have a discussion. At that time, you can raise your query. Okay. So please be online and kindly listen to the experts carefully. Okay, we'll be discussing about our International Yoga Day. Be online and please mute your microphone. Sushil Kumar, please mute your microphone. All are requested to mute their microphone during last few minutes. We will have a discussion session. At that time, you can raise your query. Please have patience.
अभी पीछे सुन लीजिए. ये चैट बॉक्स को बंद करिए बोलिए. बस.
Good morning, sir.
Respected Senior Regional Director Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir, respected research persons of the day, Dr. Ajay sir, Dr. Satyanarayana sir, Dr. Ritanjani ma'am, my dearest learners, my colleagues at the Regional Center, Dr. S.K. Tripathi, S.K. Panigrahi, Dr. P.K. Jaina, and other staff members, our esteemed colleagues from the study centers, and other participants in this webinar. Very good afternoon to all of you. As all of you know, today is the 10th International Day of Yoga, and the theme of this 10th International Day of Yoga is Yoga for the Self and Society. Yoga, as you know, unites the self with the Supreme Self, Atma with the Paramatma, soul with the Supreme Soul. It unites. The specificity of yoga is that it unites, it never divides. It always unites the body, mind, and spirit of human beings. It unites the universe. It unites the human beings. And it is the unification which gives the society the optimum of its potential. If one is practicing yoga, then one is supposed to be fit in body, mind, and spirit. And as per the World Health Organization, a man is said to be healthy only when he or she can put the efforts of his body and mind to its utmost potential. So, yoga in the true spirit, in the true sense of the term, it unites the world. It unites the world to move towards sustainability, to move towards peace with a healthy body, healthy mind. So today we celebrate the International Day of Yoga, not only by practicing yoga, but also by sharing the ancient wisdom of yoga through various discourses, various lectures. As we know, yoga is the gift of India to the world civilization, and Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga Marga is said to be a pathfinder in the field of medicine, in the field of healing. So today we have with us three prominent resource persons from the field of yoga. Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra is a versatile yoga practitioner as well as a theoretician. Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra is equally an exponent of yoga practices. And we have with us Dr. Ritanjali Pradhan, who is not only a yoga specialist but also a dietitian. So all the three luminaries we have today are experts in holistic healing, to say. So before we start the proceedings today, we start with the Pulgit of Igno. I request our computer division to kindly play the Pulgit. Over to you, sir. it seems that there is a technical glitch. We are unable to listen to the full git even though it is played. So we switch over, and I request chairperson of this session, our senior regional director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir, to kindly give the welcome address and say a few words on the today's topic. Over to you, sir.
Learners, please be online. There is a technical issue. Please be online.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
There was some problem
Audible,
with the
sir.
microphone. This is a new computer. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. Maybe that is the reason why we could not listen to Kulgit, because there was some audio problem in the setting. So anyway, before I proceed, I must welcome all the participants of IGNOU Regional Center Bhubaneswar who are present today to witness this great event, that is 10th International Day of Yoga. It is indeed a great opportunity for all of us, to have assembled together in this Google Meet platform and to celebrate, this International Day of Yoga. You all know that not only in our country, throughout the world, this International Day of Yoga is being celebrated. And in our country, in almost all higher educational institutions are celebrating it with much pomp and ceremony. So there is a tremendous amount of zeal, on the part of every learners, on the part of every stakeholders of higher educational institutions. So also IGNOU. In IGNOU, in all 56 regional centers throughout the country, there are different kinds of celebrations. And we specially decided to celebrate this occasion, in the form of a webinar. Today morning, all the staff of the regional centers, they practiced different asanas and pranayams in the regional center premises. And now we all are here in this Google Meet platform to witness a webinar, where we have invited 3 eminent speakers who will speak on 3 different sub-themes, particularly related to yoga. So we are really fortunate, and you all know that yoga is the precious gift of nature to the mankind. And it is an ancient physical and mental and also spiritual practice which has originated in India. The word yoga derives from Sanskrit and means to join or to unite, symbolizing the union of body and consciousness. Today it is practiced in various forms around the world and continues to grow in popularity. Recognizing its universal appeal on 11th December 2014, the United Nations proclaimed 21st June as the International Day of Yoga. And therefore, throughout the world today, everybody is celebrating, International Day of Yoga. The International Day of Yoga aims to raise awareness worldwide of many, there are many benefits of practicing yoga. And the draft resolution establishing the International Day of Yoga was proposed by India and endorsed by a record 175 member states. The proposal was introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in his address during the opening of the 69th session of the General Assembly, in which he said, "Yoga is an invaluable gift of our ancient tradition. Yoga embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, a holistic approach that is valuable to our health and well-being. Yoga is not just about exercise, it is a way to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world, and the nature." The resolution notes the importance of individuals and populations making healthier choices and following lifestyle patterns and foster good health. In this regard, the World Health Organization has also urged its member states to help their citizens reduce physical inactivity, which is among the top 10 leading causes of death worldwide, and also a key risk factor for non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and diabetes. Yoga is not only a physical activity. In the words of one of its most famous practitioners, B.K.S. Iyengar, yoga cultivates the ways of maintaining a balanced attitude in day-to-day life and endows skills in the performance of one's actions. So we all know the benefits of yoga, and there are many, in almost every educational institutions, there are yoga classes being organized. Even yoga has been introduced in the syllabus, and people know the benefits and its usefulness in our day-to-day life. So it has become a part and parcel of the life of every human being these days. So it is good that today we are here to listen Dr. Satyanarayan Mishra, Dr. Ajay Kumar Sahu, and Mrs. Ritanjali Pradhan, who are yoga experts. And I am very much grateful to all 3 of them who have accepted our request and came online to speak on different aspects, which will definitely be an eye opener to all of us. So, with this, I stop here and I hand over the platform to Dr. Bimal Nanda, our Deputy Director, for the next proceedings. Dr. Nanda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm welcome to our participants and resource persons, and for your very precious insights on the 10th International Day of Yoga. So, without wasting much time, I invite my colleague Dr. Prabhat Jaina to kindly give a brief introduction regarding our 3 yoga luminaries. Over to you, Prabhat, sir.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Senior Regional Director, respected Deputy Directors, Dr. S.K. Panigrahi, Dr. Vishi Nanda, respected yoga experts, Ajay Kumar Sahu, Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra, Mrs. Gitanjali Pradhan, respected other dignitaries, my dear colleagues and dear learners, and other dear friends. So it's been a great opportunity to introduce my yoga experts. We have invited 3 yoga experts who are very much expert in this field. So I feel fortunate to introduce them. Just for a few minutes, let me introduce all the 3 members. First of all, I would like to introduce Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra. Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra is a man of physics. He has done MSc Physics from Utkal University. Being a man of physics, he has also explored other fields like yoga, MBA, English, Sanskrit, all these fields. He has done a PhD in yoga, MBA from IGNOU, and he has qualified MA in English from IGNOU and MA Sanskrit from IGNOU also. So he has qualified many degrees. And he's an expert in yoga, and he's also a counselor of yoga in IGNOU. So he has been doing many activities of IGNOU, and we are also inviting him frequently to do all activities. And he is very expert in IGNOU. So we'll be just listening to him, and we are very fortunate. So thank you, sir, and I welcome you to this webinar. Next, I would like to introduce Sri Ajay Kumar Sahu. Sri Ajay Kumar Sahu is a dedicated yoga teacher, yoga therapist, and yoga consultant. And he has 21 years of teaching experience at national and international level. He is a qualified yoga professional trained in yoga studies with postgraduate diploma in yoga education from Utkal University. And he has very good experience. He is also a UGC NET yoga qualified person, qualification, and he has worked as a visiting faculty of yoga at Utkal University for 10 years. He has worked for 3 years from 2007 to 2010 at the Indian Cultural Center, Embassy of India, Cairo, and 3 years at High Commission of India, Kuala Lumpur. So he is author of bilingual yoga book, Yoga for Holistic Health, published by Foreign University of Malaya and was released by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi. So presently he is working as a visiting faculty to different institutes and hospitals to conduct yoga therapy. And he is also a yoga counselor of IGNOU. So thank you, sir. And once again, I welcome you to this webinar. Lastly, I would now introduce Mrs. Gitanjali Pradhan, and I welcome her to this webinar. She is a PhD scholar in dietetic and nutrition at Swami Vivekananda University, Kolkata. She has done her MSc DFSM, DNHE, PGDNT with other health and food science related programs from reputed institutions. She has been working as a nutritionist at different reputed institutions like AIMS, Amri Hospital, GPH Hospital, etc. She has attended many national and international seminars. She has also published articles in many national journals and addressed many seminars. She has very good experience in yoga, and she is an academic counselor yoga in IGNOU for many, and she is also a counselor for many other programs like MSc DFSL, MSc FSPM, DNHE, CPY, etc. And she has very good experience on nutrition and yoga also. So as a whole, she is very kind-hearted and cooperative person. So I welcome you, madam, once again to this webinar. So thank you all, and I welcome you all the experts to this webinar once again. Over to you,
Thank
sir.
you, Professor. Thank you, Professor, for your elaborate introduction. And I at first invite Dr. Ajay Saul sir to kindly offer his expressions. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar. Sashmanalji, I'm audible.
Sir, it is audible.
Thank you, kind words for your respected chairperson of this session, Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir, and other respected dignitaries of IGNOU and dear learners. Today, my topic is what I said, that yoga for self-development, or how we can self-development through the yogic practices. Before we go into the topic, I mean, discussion of what is yoga. Yoga means what buchhandi. Sadhana, we generally, there is misconception that general public, I'm saying, that yoga is mainly constitutes only physical system of some exercise, in the form of exercise, asanas or pranayama. That generally occurs, that's our perception through yoga, perception of yoga. Actually, this is a misconception, I'm saying. Yoga is a science of holistic living. It's a way of life, you can say. Jivan jimar phala. So we cannot confine that yoga means only to limit to asana and pranayama. And if you go to the meaning of yoga, the real meaning, that the definition of yoga by Maharishi Patanjali, the father of yoga, he's saying yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vritti nirodha means it's absolutely control of thoughts. Chitta means mind, you can say mind, mind field. Vritti, the ripples, the thoughts, the waves of thoughts. Nirodha means to stop that. So yoga is the cessation of vrittis, yoga is the cessation of thoughts of the mind. Then in the next sutra is saying, if you go to the philosophy of yoga, tada swarupa avastha, means the seer is established in its own essential and fundamental nature. Je sadhaka se tar nijor established fundamental own self rahwa, nijor essential nature rahwa se. What is the essential nature of the question arises? Man ko nature rahwa. तापर से कुछ नहीं तदा माने वृत्ति समय इतर माने mind जेमती thoughts जो mind मुद्दे सेमती जी you are no longer, you cannot control the mind. Basically yoga कहला में it's a mind management technique. अच्छी physical अच्छी no doubt. You know, its aim is only to control the mind. आपने जैसे कठोपनिषद, if you go reading the कठोपनिषद, the कठोपनिषद पूछेंगे तम योगमति मन्यता स्थिरम इंद्रिय धारणम. Holding the indriya means mano, it's mind. So holding that indriya motionless, that is yoga. It is state of mastery over senses and mind. Indriya or mano control, that is yoga. Dekho yoga mane kon? Jane chitta vritti nirodha kaile, jane control to kaile. Maharishi apan Vasishtha naam shuni, yoga Vasishtha. To bahut bhal textbook yoga par achi. Mano prasamana yoga ityadi. Mano ko prasamana kare upaya. Seta yoga. Mano ko prasamana karibo. So yoga is called a skillful trick to control the mind, to calm down the mind. Prasamana, calm down the mind. Our definition of yoga mane kon. Now how to develop the self? Bhagavad Gita de padhibe, Bhagavad Gita ko amro yoga shastra koha jaye. Samatam yoga uchyate. Equanimity yoga. মানে কৃষ্ণ কোচন এক্সপ্লেন করছেন সমতন মানে কোন মানে টু মেইনটেইন ওয়ান্স balance of mind in every situation. So success and failure ho, upon success from the failure ho, you have to maintain a balance. If it's some gain or loss ho, you have to maintain a balance. If there's pain or pleasure, you have to maintain a balance. Out there, your karma kaushal, skill in action. So Jogoro, it's not limited to physical. It is a way of life that combines. If you go to Ashtanga Yoga, Jama means individual ethics achi, Niyam achi, individual ethics achi, ता भीतर किछि योगिक डाइट अछि, युक्ताहार अछि, हमर सत्कर्म अछि, क्लीनिंग टेक्निक अछि, आसन जोडा आपन आज योगा डे रे प्रैक्टिस करथिबे, प्राणायाम मध्ये अछि, ब्रीदिंग टेक्निक अछि, बंध अछि, मुद्रा अछि, आपनकर प्रत्याहार टेक्निक अछि, धारण टेक्निक अछि, ध्यान अछि, ता सहित कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, ज्ञान योग, राज योग, तंत्र योग, मंत्र योग, स्वर योग कोन नाही ता भीतर, and tune it natural laws. Natural tune of that is a laws. Then we can develop itself. हमें सेम सब डेवलपमेंट ही परिबन खाली आसन बदल नहीं. It's not आज इंटरनेशनल योगा डे, so we cannot look at yoga as a matter of single session. Today 1 hour session, okay, we attend that one. और किसी 15 दिन कहले बंद कर देले. It's not that. It's a philosophy. Yoga philosophy कोची माने it's a that you have to practice regularly. That is practical and applicable day to life. सकाळ सोयारू राती माने उठ्यारू राती सोया पर्यंत सबले practice करी. So it is a way of life. It's a discipline. It is an effort to develop ourselves. Yoga is a good effort to develop ourselves. And upon our yogic perception देखिए आज पर yoga, the essence of human personality is the self. So personality roach कोटी which is conscious with the body, mind, and spirit. Missing it. So without proper foundation of the body, without proper foundation of the mind, without proper foundation of spirit, you cannot develop the self. Self cannot be developed. It cannot be possible. It's not so easy. So there is in the yogic law, means there is a very good concept in Tatra Upanishad. The Panchakosha, Panchakosha, how to develop self with Panchakosha. So say Panchakosha la, Panchakosha is Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. The 5 kosas are there. Tatra Upanishad. And the sequence of the 6 kosas goes from grosser to subtle ones. Gross to subtle को जीवो. कुछ मार गोटी करें. The grosser of the seat वाला कोटा, जो body का हम देखो जो physical body.
Sir, I want to ask a question. What is the definition of yoga?
At the end, can you ask me definition? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. If you want actually single definition. Single definition.
Sir, just one intervention with your kind permission. I request all the participants not to raise any question during the time our research persons deliver their speech. You will be given the time at the end of the lecture. Please don't disturb in between. Thank you. Sir, please go ahead.
So, as the grosser body, I'm saying, the physical state, annamaya, annaru jata, jo bhato, mane jo chawla, gaham, dali, jaha khauchun, annaru jata, annamaya. The food you eat is a physical body. This is outermost of a living being. The pranamaya kosha, the breathing of an pranamaya kosha, out of the manamaya kosha. Manamaya kosha was a Vijnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha was Anandamaya kosha. Man, which is the innermost, all the 6. And it is very near to the Atma and the real self. Real self, jo kuch. Self, I mean, the concept self, Western wise, concept self, Indian, Atman, real self. We're very close to that. So, each next layer is higher level. A Panchakosha, that is, in the watertight compartment. It is a very big thing. It's pure consciousness, and by through developing all these things, the Panchakosha, one can automatically develop the self. Self-developmental, व्यक्ति तो develop, राष्ट्र समाज automatically. So the anna, the physical aspect of personality, हम जो करें जो अन्नमय कोशिश करते हैं, माने जेमिति you need the food for nourishing the body. At the same time also, that food, that quality, the yogic diet is necessary. It's not that all food helpful for your physical body. And you know what to eat, what not to eat. And we need also for healthy body. Healthy body means that was where each age of sampana. We need healthy functional muscles. We need the healthy functional bones, joints, all the system. Our digestive system, respiratory system, endocrine system, almost all system necessary. That because every system affects our mind. Every system affects our thinking also. So you have to keep a healthy system. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆସନକୁ ଜୋର ଦିଆଯାଇଛି। ଆପଣ ଦେଖି ହଟ ଯୋଗୀ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ ଆସନ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ କରାଯାଇଛି। ଗିରଣ୍ଡ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଟେକ୍ସଟ ବୁକ୍ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଠି କହୁଛନ୍ତି our body just like unbaked clay, ମାନେ କଞ୍ଚା ମାଠିଆ ପାଣି ରଖିଲେ ବତୁରି ଯିବ। ତାକୁ you have to bake it, you dissolve, other you dissolve। ସେମିତି that ଆମ ଶରୀର ମଧ୍ୟ ବି that's with condition by tempering with the fire of yoga. We need the fire of yoga. What are the fire of yoga? These postures, breathing techniques, clinging techniques, yogic clinging techniques, these are necessary. Otherwise हमें survive कर पाएंगे। Body को some strong करिए पड़ेगा। We have to practice regular some सूक्ष्म व्यायाम, loosening techniques। अपन आज करते 5-7 मिनट करो तो you can there is that automatic that सूक्ष्म व्यायाम and loosening techniques. If you practice for 5 minutes, that can bring a feeling of what the palpable changes on your body. Not only for your स्थूल शरीर, means that also सूक्ष्म शरीर, that helps with subtle body help करता है। Body warm up करिवो, work up all the joints, and it further that help will prepare the other postures. अपन सकाळी की आज करते हैं। किसी नाली go for सूर्य नमस्कार, that develop makes you flexible. Make your body flexible, and the resource for that, if you practice regular asanas, जन सबुदिन आसन करूची आज पर now so many research going on that produce the feel good some brain chemicals like your endorphin जो होची brain chemical that promote a sense of well-being and satisfaction always. So brain chemistry change करे, these are some yogic techniques very much helpful. So सेमती for physical body पे cleaning technique रहेला, posture रहेला, some diet रहेला, सेमती for self development में प्राणायाम आवश्यक। तो प्राणायाम माने प्राणायाम means प्राणायाम कोश। प्रथमे अन्नमय कोश, then go for प्राणायाम कोश। In प्राणायाम कोश रे energy dimension. Energy means the prana is the energy here, vital energy. And our as per yogi science, our that the vital force is so many nadis flowing, particularly Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. And modern science they are saying sympathetic, parasympathetic, and central nervous system. In this way they are saying. And the nervous system also affect our personality, ourself also. So the energy dimensions, the prana shakti, pranaswayama, expansion, the dimensions, the prana is called pranayama. So the energy dimension is greatly affected through pranayama practice. So helpful in pranayama to develop the self also, mental self. And there is very good saying in Hotel Pradipika one textbook. चले बात चले चित्तम निश्चल हो योगिष्ठांग प्राप्ति तत्व mind रहित माने as long as mind moves, your mind moves. माने when prana moves, chitta, the mental force moves, and when the prana is without movement, chitta is also without movement. Means mind is also without movement. माने breathing stop पहले अपना thought process कम जाए, और अपना thought process कम जाए, breathing rate कम जाए. Mind is automatically अपना constant है, माने less thoughts है. And that will help your personality. और simple प्राणायाम टेक्निक अपन जो टाइप ऑब्जेक्ट अपन नाड़ी शोधन करंतु ब्रह्मरी करंतु सिंपल भ्रमरी कथा कहूचे. If you develop yourself that भ्रमरी practice that help you that elevate your anger, anxiety, आपनकर blood pressure को help करे ताको control करिया पे. You know, this simple प्राणायाम that mind को अपन outside और inward को आनिबो. Simple. And not only that one, that improve the immunization करिवो, अपन immune system बढ़ेबो, आपनकर stress hormone reduce करिवो, and out जिनसे enhance the release of endorphins, melatonin output बढ़ेबो. Simple. आगुर practice न थिला. After corona, there so many research were coming in now. जन बॉडी माने some accidental cause ki chhe that healing the spirit also. So there is so many things to develop the pranayama posture, pranayama breathing techniques, pranayama techniques that are helpful to develop self. Another dimension, monomaya posture, mental dimension. Monomaya mane your mind, mono, and 5 sense organ. Panchta jo sense organ. Akhi, naka, kanna, jiva, twacha, agency. So that also develop. By nature, your mind is always restless. Mind is chanchal. So how to control the mind? Because yoga is based on particularly to control the mind. Mind management technique. I'm monota both prakar achhe taku yoga shastra chitta bhumi kanti. The 5 states of mind in yoga. Western world, Western psychology, there is so many other techniques of mind, different layers. But as per Indian psychology, 5 types of mind. Chipta, Muda, Vikipta, Ekagra, Niruta. Chipta mind, restless mind. Restless. Donkey mind, you can say. Donkey mind. Sorry, monkey mind. Restless. Muda mind, doll mind, donkey, you can. First one, monkey, you can say donkey. Vikipta means occasional steady mind. You butterfly mind. Take a fuller possible than Prajapati, or mind terms of different nature. Out Ekagra mind. One-pointed mind. Concentration mind. You need candle, go to Mohammed Sikha candle from, go to Joe Rumor Pavan Bono Sikha, Dipo Sikha, exactly 1-pointed. Mind was same was out of Niruddha state, full concentrated mind. So, so in order to develop the mental power, one must develop the concentrated mind. How to develop? There is mind, there's so many ways. Either positive thoughts, by concentration practice, meditation practice, relaxation practice, all these things in this. Jama niyam, there is another thing, another dimension also. Jama say Jama means ethics you have to follow. And develop some right attitude to right people also. These are that yoga prescribed this one. And particularly to develop your mind, no? Every day you have to correct yourself. That is called swadhyaya. But self technique is a meditative state. Self is a meditative state. But it is which is practice before going to bed. It is systematic attempt. But to understand our own personality, to understand our own emotions, to understand our own behaviors without the aid of any other person. That is called self-analysis. And we can develop, by practice, we can develop the self. What is the good quality within me? What is bad quality within me? And set way, whatever, just before going to bed, if you do this practice, that is also another practice. How did you spend your day? How did you waste your time on unnecessary gossiping or activities? Mobile mind diverted, or what kind of thoughts you had during the day, positive or negative thoughts? How did you behave with others? Ragi koithili, hasi koithili, kemili koithili. So you analyze your behavior. Or more immediate code kamu aji dinavada korichi joda ki prasamsa nijuku dei paribi. Then if you find your mistakes in your behavior, then you have to take resolve that more second time karibi na. If mono the card setting kole mind management hai gela. But you can develop self. Personal nijer ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିଗତ ଏଇଭଳି ପଢି ପାରିବ. Out of meditation technique. Meditation so many benefits. There is a time people saying it's a Eastern Bahar lok it's a spiritual practice, Hindu practice, spiritual practice. It's a philosophy, Indian philosophy. Now that into psychology. Now they are saying meditation is medicine. Western philosophy, because after research they are coming all such things. Buddha meditation so Buddha he replied nothing. After meditation, what did you get? Nothing. Buddha saying nothing. She questioned, however, let me tell you what I lost. Anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, fear of death, old age, that I lost by practice meditation. Agents are self-development helpful way by through only meditation. Simply observe breath, nothing else. Meditation is not difficult. Regularly, you can go for meditation also. 5 minutes, enough. Starting with 5 minutes, then slowly get it for 10-15 minutes. nowadays you practice regular meditation, that release your accumulated stress karibo, heart rate breathing slow karibo, अपन oxygen capacity भला बढ़ेबो, आपनकर जो adrenal glands होती जोने stress hormone, they produce less cortisol, blood pressure high से कमे दबो, definitely कमे, anxiety attack जो अच्छी कमे बो, यदि आपन माने आउट जिनसला mind रो mood टा improve करियम जाते, that increase serotonin level. Even science पूछ मतलब immune system बढ़े meditation helps. जदि आपन में कहाँ भीतर किसी भी थिबो to develop self I'm saying, जदि माने some damaging habits जो काट माने life damaging habits, cigarette पीउछन, drinking पीउछन, drugs नोछन, meditation help them. यदि drug addiction में teaching meditation. So you can develop so many ways. And another Bigyanmaya also, that is another dimension. Bigyanmaya means that science of Bigyan means particularly is concerned with gaining knowledge. So Bigyanmaya, if you're reading scriptures, satsang koruchanti, jnana yoga koruchanti, mane koda pajibo. Bhagavad Gita, these are helpful. It is self-development. It is knowing how to speak, how to talk, how to market a seller. Yoga is self-development. These are the self-development. So these are helpful. And another dimension, blissful dimension, Anandamaya Kosa. When that real self is from here. By Bhakti Yoga, you can do by Karma Yoga, Bhajana, Yogi Council, Satsang, these are helps. So each dimension, you master dimension, asana, starting from Annamaya, Pranamaya, Mano, Vigyana, Anandamaya. So each dimension affects ourselves. So the regular practice of all different yogic techniques that helps, that nourishes the selves. That's why yoga says yoga is a transformative practice. Yoga is a transformative practice. And a journey of self-discovery, you can say, a journey of self-discovery, self-care, and self-improvement. As you develop about self-care, self-improvement, automatically each individual is a part of the wider community. And the communities, from the communities we are living in the society, in the communities. So automatically, that as per the theme of the subject of this year, International Yoga Day, yoga for self and society, automatically the society will help you. If you develop yourself, automatically society, you can develop society also. Not only live for yourself, you can also live for society also. That's why Swami Vivekananda rightly says, this whole definition is each soul is potential divine. The goal of life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling the nature internal or external. Do it by work, worship and philosophy or psychic control. Do it by karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raj yoga, or jnana yoga, whatever. Because each soul is potential divine. So, thank you. My time was over, I think.
Thank you, Ajay sir, for your kind, precious inputs. And I am quite optimistic that our participants have benefited a lot with the insightful lecture that you have delivered. Thank you so much, sir. May I now invite Dr. Satyanarayana Mishra sir to offer his lecture, please. Mishra sir, over to you, sir.
Namaste, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. So, Honorable Chairperson, the Senior Regional Director, Bimal Nanda sir, Prabhat Jena sir, all Assistant Directors, Administrative Officers, staffs, learners, participants, my colleagues who are present in this webinar. I am grateful to this giant university which has given me an opportunity to intake a lifelong learning session, and also grateful to assign me a small job of a counselor. I am very, very grateful because there is no parallel university which is offering education, having no crowded students daily coming to the institute, but the quality of exams is so tough. And I have experienced how in British poetry, I took 2 times to clear it. So I am grateful to the evaluation system. I am grateful to the authorities. with a humble submission, I am accepting the offer to give a talk the International Yoga Day. My topic is yoga as a tool for transformation of the self and society. I take your permission to share it through a PowerPoint. I think it will be better to present the materials in a systematic manner. Please allow me.
Yes, yes, you can go ahead, no problem.
Okay. Is it visible, sir?
Yes,
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 sir. It will be-
visible.
So yoga as a tool for transformation of the self and society, my topic. This is organized by IGNOU Regional Center Bhubaneswar on the eve of the 10th International Day of Yoga. The theme was actually, the theme for this year was yoga for self and society. And as per request of to have a self theme, I turned it to yoga as a tool for the transformation of self and society. So as per the versions of our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, yoga is the symbol of universal aspiration for health and well-being. It is a health assurance on a zero budget. We expend less and get more. So what is the introduction regarding the Yoga Day? As regional directors are already told that the draft was proposed by India and endorsed by a record of 175 member states, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the opening of the 69th session of the General Assembly, in which he said, yoga is an invaluable gift from our ancient tradition. So we are indebted to our ancestors who gave us a precious gift, and we are so unlucky that we are yet to understand the jewel of gift till date. Then definitions. Yoga has many definitions, as Ajay sir already told, but let me concentrate on very few. Yoga defined, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, says Patanjali. The vrittis of the mind, the modifications of the mental states, how to restrain these states is yoga, says Patanjali. And what for Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, yoga karma sukaushadam, is skillful action. A skilled activist is a yogi. Sri Krishna, Bhagavan, does not believe in fate. He advises to get your yoga entangled in your karma, be a karma yogi. And also in psychological, to maintain a psychological state of balance, the Lord says, samatvam yoga muchyate. You have to have balance between different states of mind, between different states of your life too. Then before this is the invocation of Lord Patanjali, who has given us this precious gift. Then regarding self, what is self? Let me tell that the self is defined as the individual as a whole. It represents the whole, but it is an individual which includes all characteristics, attributes, mentality, and consciousness. So an individual as an icon of the whole, as a representative of the whole is the self. It includes the characteristics, attributes, mentality, traits, beliefs, and thought patterns, consciousness, all. And this spiritually defined, the self refers to one's search for a meaning in a life and a purpose of life. So it is a yoga deals with the body and mind phenomena, but in the self. Yoga Shastra tells that self is in illusion, in Maya. It is in an erroneous identification. So we are not true selves. We are selves bewildered selves. We can say we are confused selves. So we are not real selves because mind, because of vrittis, because of mental thoughts or human thinking pattern. And unless those are pacified, those modifications of the minds are pacified, those vrittis are pacified or quenched, those wrong thought patterns are removed or rectified, or those thought patterns are aligned in a better way, we can't realize ourselves. So Yoga Sutra says, chapter 1, third sutra, tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam, the drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam tada. At that time, the seer is established in his original state. So we are not in our original state. We are vritti sarupyam itaratra. We are associated with our vrittis. What we think, what we do, we think that we are that. If we teach, I think I am a teacher. If I speak, I think I am a speaker. If I do a crime, I think I am a criminal. So vritti sarupyam itaratra. In other states, the self is identified with the vrittis. So how self-help can be done in this matter? Because our topic is transformation of the self. So self-help is very important. So what Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 verse 5, Uddhared atmanang atmanang abhased atma yohyatmano bandhur atma ivaripu atmanam. Atmanam uddharet atmanah. Self has to relieve the self. Self is the friend of the self, and self is the enemy of the self. So a man can be lifted by his own self, by his own action, and he also can lower himself to a lower state by his own deeds also. This is the version of Bhagavad Gita which justified that nobody can help other than you help yourself. So nowadays the concept of self-help is spreading like anything. Self-help groups, self-help, you self-help yourself. So that is already told. So message of Gita, Bhagavan Krishna told yogi should believe in a karma. Karmane badhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. Karma kar phal ki ichha mat rakh. And at last he told Tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. Oh great warrior Arjuna, you become a yogi. And what are the importance of a yogi? Tapasvibho tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi jnanibhyopi mato adhikah karmibhyascha yogi tasmad yogi bhava Arjuna. A yogi is more than a tapasvi, and also more than a jnani, and also more than a karmi. So for that, since a yoga practitioner is more than everything, every activist, you should be a yogi. So let us now go to the society, the social aspects of this theme. Society is a group of people. The main characteristics are shared norms, values, and beliefs. They share a common norms, common values, and beliefs. Unless the environment is good, an individual can't stay peacefully. So we are grateful to the society. We are grateful to the society. We are indebted to the society. That's why there are different concepts of runa, deva runa, pitru runa, rushi runa. So these are the helps we have got to be nourished. And now, so what is the present status of the society? It is full of enmity, hatred, violence, criminal activities, rapes, murders, everything, jealousy. So how to use yoga to modify, to remove the evils of the society? Ahimsa, says Patanjali, non-violence. Ahimsa pratisthayang tat sannidhau vairatyagaha. Patanjali Yoga Sutra describes that a positive atmosphere that a sadhaka emotes when non-violence in every aspect has been achieved. If a rishi is practicing ahimsa in forest, we will see that the wild beasts are coming to his ashram because there is an aura of non-violence around his ashram. So ahimsa pratisthayang tat sannidhau, near to that, there is vairatyagaha. There is no enmity. So you have to practice non-violence if you want a violence-free society. Then We have to go to yamas and niyamas. There are 5 yamas: ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. Then niyamas: saucha, santosha, tapa, swadhyaya, ishvara pranidhana. These are the yamas and niyamas as Patanjali tells. These are the tools for self-development as well as for the society. I will just tell few points and then close my topic. How satya is good for society. Satya pratisthayang kriya phala ashrayatvam. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Book 2, verse 36, truthfulness. On being firmly established in truthfulness, the yogi gets the power of attaining for himself and others the fruits of work without the work. So if a yogi establishes himself on truth, he gets the power of attaining for himself and others the fruit of work without the work. If you do not do the work also, if you being ethical, if you being truthful, you will get the effects also. Then asteya or non-stealing. Asteya pratisthayang sarva ratana upasthanam. If there is non-stealing is established, all the jewels approach the person. Even if you do not steal anything, everything will come to you. Automatically, the gifts of nature will also come to you. Says Patanjali in Sutra 37. Then why saucha? Saucha is the cleanliness. Saucha swa-anga jugupsa para asanmarga. Para asanmarga. So when you practice cleanliness, your body will be clean, and repeated cleanliness, then there will be a habit of not any attachment towards your own body and also to the other body. That means, my point is, you will not like to be entangled with other bodies. You will not be attracted. Then santosha, it is the main culprit that we are deprived of santosha nowadays. We are not satisfied even with what we get. So santosha is the, we have to practice it. It is independent of the materials we achieve. That we have to bear in mind, that our external achievements are not the elements of contentment. Santosh or contentment is a state of mind. We have to culture it. So this is the themes. I give a brief description how we can change our mind state and the society. And you know that the self is incarnated in a bodily form, and everybody has to pass through this life and have to 4 aspects of life: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma gives, yoga gives a dharma, a way of life. It gives artha. If it gives wealth, health is your wealth. It gives wealth. And kama, it fulfills all your desire. In Vibhuti Yoga, Patanjali has told that yoga practitioner get all the wealth. And moksha, yoga unites yourself with the supernatural being, with the super entity. So that is moksha. You will get everything. So this is the regarding my talk, how you can use yoga as a self-transformation and transforming the society. Because of the time constraints, I stop here. Om sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavetum, shanti, shanti, shanti.
Dr. Nanda, we can invite our next speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Sir, for your elaborate discussion on different facets of yoga, including
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Patanjali Yoga. And now may I now request Dr. Ritanjali Pradhan ma'am to please give her lecture. Over to you, ma'am. Ritanjali ma'am, you are there?
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar. Honorable Chief Person of this webinar, Director Sir, and our Nanda Sir, and Professor, and my teacher is Mr. Sir and Ajay Sir also, and all the participants. Welcome to this webinar. Today my topic is the holistic approach for the self and the society. Yoga for the holistic development of self and the society. What is the holistic yoga? Holistic yoga means the complete yoga, physically, mentally, psychological, and emotional yoga. Yoga is not only limited to the asana and the pranayama. The practice of the yoga extends beyond the physical and the breath awareness also. Our body is mainly made up of the 5 types of kosha. That is the Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Manamaya kosha, and the last one is the Anandamaya kosha. In Annamaya kosha, it deals with the physical body. The layers we can actually touch and feel. That is the Annamaya kosha. And it mainly deals with the outside world. And in the pranamaya kosha, it is the energy body, and it concerned with the physiological function of the tissue, and mainly it regulates about stress and the sleep. What is the monomaya kosha? In monomaya kosha, mainly the mind and the intellectual mind has tremendous power to influence the entire system and the function of the body. And Vijnanamaya kosha is the wisdom body, and it mainly deals with the personality. In the Anandamaya kosha is the blissful state of the mind. Yoga means the union of the body, mind, and the psychological status of the human beings that goes beyond the physical activity and the exercise. Yoga possesses the biological, physiological, psychological, and social benefits to promote the humanity. A healthy human needs regular physiological activity and the exercise, balanced diet, and proper nutrition also. Right thought, attitude, and proper recreational activity to maintain the harmony. And health and the happiness are your birthrights. Do not forsake your golden culture for the plastic place in the modern world. But today, world is with the many defaulting chronic disorder connected to the age, environment, profligate, lifestyle, such as the different types of lifestyle disorder like the osteoporosis, diabetic mellitus, cancer, chronic vascular disorder, stress, and the respiratory disorder, and many work-related physical and the psychological health problems. Yoga is actually the holistic system which itself where the mind and the body act in union and get completely rejuvenated. As a physical posture, breathing exercise and meditation helps in the overall well-being of any individual. What is that holistic development of yoga? Yoga is not only limited to the asana, it is a combination of the practice of the pranayam and the asana. Interestingly, the practice of the yoga extends beyond the physical movement and the breath work also. The theory, that is the principle of yoga mentioned in the ancient text, elucidate a thoughtful and the detailed perspective of the life. It is really amazing that so much was known to our ancestors. We should take the advantages of the treasure trove of information they have shared with us. Mainly, yoga is a way of life. It is the medium of self-transformation. The eventual goal is the spiritual liberation and the possible attainment of the enlightenment. Yoga is the art of healthy living and focus on the harmonizing the mind and the body. Yoga is a very popular amongst the masses for the various sets of physical exercise that have a calming effect and that offer immense health benefits. And that is just one dimensional perspective. What is health? Health is a complete state of physical, mental, social well-being and not merely the absence of any kind of disease or the infirmity. Yoga play a key role to maintain the complete health. Mainly, the adolescent girls play a major role for maintaining of good health for the society. If girl hormonally well balanced, then she become a mother. In future, she will be the free from any kind of gynecological disorder, and that will help for the family and the society well-being. ଯେତେବେଳେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସୋସାଇଟିର ୱେଲବିଂ କଥା ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା ସେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା ଯେତେବେଳେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଗୋଟେ ନାରୀ ପ୍ରପରଲି ଯଦି ସୁସ୍ଥ ନାହିଁ ସେ କେବେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସୋସାଇଟିଟା ଗୋଟେ ସୁସ୍ଥ ସୋସାଇଟି ତିଆରି ହେଇପାରିବ ନାହିଁ ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ବୋଲି ପ୍ରଥମେ from the childhood we have to normalize the hormone level and from the childhood we have to practice the regular basis we have to practice the different types of yogic practice like the yoga pranayama and other yogic practices also there karma yoga bhakti yoga jnana yoga nada yoga swara yoga regular basis we have to practice the each and every kind of yoga and how we will nowadays very common problem is the hormonal issues so how we have to overcome that hormonal disorder ମୁଁ ଏଠି ବେଶୀ ଏମ୍ଫାସାଇଜ ଦେବି ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଘରେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଫିମେଲ ଯଦି ସୁସ୍ଥ ରହିପାରିବ ତାହେଲେ ସେ ତାର ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିକୁ ବୋଧେ ସୁସ୍ଥ ରଖିପାରିବ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ସୁସ୍ଥ ହେଇପାରିଲା ତାହେଲେ ସେ ତାର କଲୋନୀକୁ ସୁସ୍ଥ ରଖିପାରିବ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ କଲୋନୀ ସୁସ୍ଥ ହେଇପାରିଲା ତାହେଲେ ସେ ଯାଇକି ସୋସାଇଟିର ୱେଲବିଂ କଥା ଚିନ୍ତା କରିପାରିବ ବଟ୍ ନାଓଡେଜ୍ ଆୱାର ଲାଇଫଷ୍ଟାଇଲ ଏମିତି ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆମର डायटेरी इनटेक पैटर्न एमिति हे जाईची एंड आमे सबुबेले हरिड खाइबाटू धरिकी आमे इवन जेतेबेले आमे पाठ पढुथांती किबा जेकोन से निजको काम रे नियोजित करथांती बट आमे फिजिकली वी आर प्रेजेंट देयर बट मेंटली आम मेंटल एटा आउट जगह रे थाए आ सेकंड थिंग हला जेतेबेले पर्यंत गोटे लोक शारीरिक रूप सुस्थ न रहिची से केबे मते मानसिक रूप सुस्थ हेई परिबनी एवं कोन से प्रकार काम रे मध्ये से कंसंट्रेट करि परिबो नाही एंड आजिकालिका सबुठु मेजर इश्यू हैला फ्रॉम द वेरी चाइल्डहुड आपण माने देखिथिबे आगो काल रे कोन होतला जेतेबेले 14 15 या 17 18 इयर्स होतला सेतेबेले को फीमेल्स मानकर झियो मानकर प्रथम मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल स्टार्ट होतला बट नाउ इट इज ड्यू टू द फल्टी लाइफस्टाइल हो किबा ड्यू टू द इनटेक ऑफ फास्ट फूड हो किबा जंक फूड हो अदरवाइज ड्यू टू द insufficient physical activity सेटा होची मेजर रीजन जोथि पई कि आपण मानकर समस्त प्रकार डिसऑर्डर मुख्य कारण जेमति कि आगो काल रे हमने किछि ना किछि फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करूथिले जोथि पई कि हमको फिजिकली भी हम फिट रहउथिले मेंटली मध्ये हम फिट रहउथिले जेतबेले पर्यंत हम फिजिकली मेंटली स्पिरिचुअली फिट ना सेतबेले पर्यंत हम कंप्लीटली हेल्दी हेई परिबा नाही आ जेतबेले पर्यंत हम कंप्लीट निजे हेल्दी न होइछन ताले हम सोसाइटी कथा केमति चिंता करबा तो आमको प्रथम कथा हला गोटे फीमेल को तार जो सी जो आगो को जाय कि तार सोसाइटी किबा गोटे परिवार को संभाळिबो तो निजे वेलबिंग रहिया पे निहाती रूपे फ्रॉम द चाइल्डहुड 5 रु 7 वर्ष पर से निहाती रूपे रेगुलर बेसिस से आपण मानकर योगा प्रैक्टिस करबा दरकार एंड योगा जदि हम प्रैक्टिस करछंती ताहले कोन हबो आपनकर बॉडी रो हार्मोनल लेवल मध्ये बैलेंस हेकि रहइबो ता सहित आपनकर विभिन्न प्रकार आपण मेंटली फिजिकली स्पिरिचुअली एंड साइकोलॉजिकली मध्ये फिट हेकि रहि परिबे एंड नाउ दिस वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम आपण माने देखुथिबे जोटा कि आपनकर पॉलीसिस्टिक ओवारियन डिजॉर्डर हो किबा पॉलीसिस्टिक ओवारियन सिंड्रोम हो जोटा कि वेरी कॉमन हमर एडल्ट गर्ल मानकर देखा जाउची तो आम यदि चाइल्डहुड मीन्स आफ्टर 9 इयर्स या आफ्टर 7 इयर्स में रेगुलर बेसिस आम किसी ट्विस्टिंग आसन करुवा जमती कि आपणकर स्पाइनल ट्विस्ट किसी आसन हो कि चक्की चालन हो भुजंग आसन लाइक नौका आसन सूर्य नमस्कार मार्जरी आसन एंड धनुर आसन all this by regular practice of these asana it will stimulate your hormonal system, mainly it will strengthen your reproductive organs like your uterus, ovaries and your that pancreas and your female reproductive system. It stimulate your female reproductive system. Once it stimulate your female reproductive system, it regulate the normal level of hormones from your body. And by regular practice of all these kind of asana, this is very effective for the management of your this type of chronic disorder, PCOD ho kiba PCOS ho. And this Surya Namaskar, the 12 steps of Surya Namaskar is the complete asana, and this asana is the very good asana for each and every person. सेमिति किछि मेजर पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव कंडीशन नथिले आमे समस्ते छोटोटू धरिकी बुढ़ा पर्यंत आमे निहाती रूपे रेगुलर बेसिस रे एटलिस्ट कोन प्रैक्टिस करंतु या न करंतु आपण माने निहाती रूपे निजे सूर्य नमस्कार करबा सहित निजर परिवार को मध्ये आमे सजेस्ट करबा करिया पय एंड फाइनली आमे सोसाइटी कथा चिंता करबा एंड दिस भ्रामरी प्राणायाम इफ वी विल प्रैक्टिस द प्राणायाम प्राणायाम रो बहुत सारा बेनिफिट रहिछि इफ वी विल रेगुलर बेसिस वी विल प्रैक्टिस द प्राणायाम it will stimulate your all the system, all the glands, and it also increase your body vitality, body immunity also, and it also increase your oxygen capacity also, and it also increase the blood circulation level. By regular practice of this Brahmari pranayam is also very good for the management of आजिकल का पिला मानको आपण मन देखुथिबे छोटो पिलाट तरी के बड़ समस्तक पाखरे आपण देखुथिबे mentally stress and strain they are suffering. So to reduce that type of mentally stress and strain, we have to recommend to regular basis they have to practice the Brahmari pranayam for 5 to 10 minutes. It's very effective pranayam. एंड एटा जदि हम रेगुलर बेसिस रे प्रैक्टिस करछथि ताहले समान मेंटली भी पीस रहबे या सहित आपनकर मेमोरी पावर मध्य एनहांस हबो एवं ब्लड फ्लो भी आपनकर ब्रेन को स्टिमुलेट हबो जहा फल रे कि आपनकर ब्रेन रो ऑक्सीजनेशन कैपेसिटी मध्य बढ़िबो एवं आपनकर मेमोरी पावर मध्य enhance stimulate हे परिबो. And for the management of your this gynecological PCOD or hormonal issue, you have to regular practice this Paschimottanasana, Hastapadasana, Janu Sirsasana, Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, and the Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. All these practices is very effective for the strengthening of your female reproductive organ, and it is very good for the management of your each and every kind of gynecological disorder. मु एथि पई बेसी फोकस करूची जदि आमे सुस्थ रहइबा गोटे झियो जदि सुस्थ रहउची ताले से निहाती रूपे तार परिवार को सुस्थ रखि परिबा तापर से सोसाइटी को मध्ये निहाती रूपे सुस्थ रखि परिबा. And if we will regularly practice this Nadi Shodhan pranayam also, it's a very effective pranayam. It also increase your oxygen capacity, and it's very good for the management of your each and every kind of respiratory disorder. जो मानकर जदि respiratory related कौन सी प्रकार disorder अच्छी, and it will increase your tidal volume मध्य एवं आपनकर lungs capacity को increase करिवो तास्त जो मानकर bronchial asthma रहुची किबा कौन सी प्रकार lungs रे recurrent infection रहुची, this type of pranayam is very effective. And what is the mainly by regular practice of this pranayam, it purifies your body from the negative emotion and from the stress and the depression also. And the slow deep breathing in the pranayam, it relaxes your minds and may reduces the stress level. And it's very effective for the management of your bronchial asthma. And pranayam is also very good for the cleansing of your respiratory tract. And it also open all the lobules of the lungs also. By regular practice of this pranayam, it also increase the oxygen capacity, and it may enhance the respiratory muscles function during the breathing. Thus, it also strengthening the respiratory muscles. And mainly by regular practice of this, every kind of pranayama, it relaxes your mind. By regular practice of this Bhramari pranayama, it mainly affect of the vibration created by the humming sound. It also helps for the reducing the mental tension, anger, anxiety, and the depression also. Anulom Vilom also help for the focus and managing the stress and the anxiety. And mainly by regular practice of this pranayama is very good for the strengthening of your respiratory tract. And this also having the, those who are having the problem of the any kind of malignancy, जोटा कि आपण को आम डायरेक्टर सर जस्ट आरंभ करिया पूर्व आपण को कहउतले योगा होची वन एंड ओनली ट्रीटमेंट, मेजर ट्रीटमेंट जोथि कि आपण माने देखिथिबे जेमति कि आजिकली तो आमे बहुत सारा कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस को आमे माने ओवरकम करि पारुचंती एंड आजिकली कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस जोडा को बहुत सारा कमी जाईची बट बेसी लोक माने जति मरुचंती से होची आपनकर एनसीडी एंड नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस होची जेमति कि आपण मानकर कैंसर हो किंबा सीबीडी कार्डियोवास्कुलर डिजीज हो किंबा आपणकर डायबिटीज मेलाइटस हो किंबा आपणकर एनी प्रकार एनी काइंड ऑफ मालिग्नेंसी कार्सिनोमा आपण किछि जानि नथिबे काले सकाळे टेस्ट करू करू डायरेक्टली आपणकर थर्ड स्टेज ऑफ कार्सिनोमा कि फोर्थ स्टेज ऑफ कार्सिनोमा सेल्स बाहरी जाउचे तो आमे आको ओवरकम करिया पे वी हैव टू रेगुलरली प्रैक्टिस टू योगा एंड प्राणायाम एटा जदि हम रेगुलर बेसिस से प्रैक्टिस करूथबा ताहले आपणकर सी कैंसर सेलर डेवलपमेंट दब ना नॉट ओनली प्राणायाम या योगा हेल्प कर along with that you have to take the well balanced nutrition also. Mainly by regular practice of this pranayama it affect the breast carcinoma and this pranayama reducing the tension, disappointment and the fatigue associated with the malignancy. And it was also found that the pranayama help improve the antioxidant level in the patient. That's why if we will regularly practice this pranayama, we can overcome the each and every kind of dreaded and the fatal disorder. And finally, मो गोटे जिनस ही कहबी हमर जो फीमेल मानकर आजिकली जो मेजर प्रॉब्लम होची आपण माने देखिथिबे बहुत यंग जियो मानकर मध्य ब्रेस्ट कार्सिनोमा हो नले सर्वाइकल कार्सिनोमा हो किंबा आपनकर यूटेराइन कार्सिनोमा इज वेरी कॉमन एंड ओवेरियन कार्सिनोमा to overcome this type of carcinoma from the 7 years onwards you have to regularly practice the for half an hour or 45 minutes you have to regular basis you have to do yoga and pranayam and per day you have to take 8 to 10 glasses of water and you have to take at least 8 hours sound sleep. Along with that you have to consume the healthy fats because if we will consume the healthy fats in our diets then it will regulate our hormonal level. And by regular consuming of the healthy fats, na it has a very good effect upon it acts on as a mimic effect. That means it will not increase the hormonal level or it will not decrease the hormonal level. It will maintain the hormonal level. And for the female, na, this seed therapy. Along with the yogic management, this seed therapy is very effective therapy for the management of your this dreaded disease, this carcinoma. You have to take the 2 types of seed in the first menstrual cycle up to the 15 days. You have to consume the pumpkin seed along with the flax seed. Regular basis you have to consume 20 grams of soaked flax seeds and the pumpkin seed. After the 15 days of the period, up to the beginning of the period, that means the secretory phase of the period, you have to take the next 2 seeds. That one is the sesame seeds and the sunflower seeds. That is also you have to take 20 grams in the soaked form. That is also very effective for the regulation of your hormonal level, and it also very good and that is also a very good healthy fats. It's very good for the any kind of cardiovascular disorder and it also maintain your lipid profile. तो एट लास्ट मु आपण मानकु कहबी कंप्लीटली हमको हेल्दी हमें रहिबा पई हमें निहाती रूपे डेली बेसिस रे हमको 24 घंटा समय मिलुची 24 घंटा समय भितर एटलिस्ट हमें 45 मिनिट रु 30 मिनिट समय बाहर करके रेगुलर बेसिस रे हमें योगा करिबा ता सहित हमें डेली बेसिस रे हमें किछि हेल्दी डाइट्स नबा एंड आपनको सब बेले स्ट्रेस फ्री लाइफ मेंटेन करिया पे चेष्टा करिबा दिन को 2 ରୁ 3 लिटर वाटर इनटेक रखिबा एवं ता सहित आपण साउंड स्लीप 8 घंटा आपण सुख निद्रा रे सोइबा निहाती दरकार हमर एक्चुअली टाइम ही हे जाउची थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू नमस्कार
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have not only highlighted the effects of ego, but specifically you have mentioned the efficacy of yoga, particularly in the case of female reproductive health. This is a wonderful job that you have done, and your acumen as a dietitian has added to the wisdom that you have shared. Really, we are very thankful to you, ma'am.
Thank you,
May
sir.
I now invite our participants to, I just have 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes I will ask the participants to be very specific in their queries. So at least it should not exceed more than one sentence. So please be specific in your queries, and I invite the participants for this question answer session. Only 5 minutes we have at our hand. And now 4 students have raised their hands. Trupti Panda, I invite you at first. You have any query, Trupti? Okay. Gayatri, you have any query?
If you have any question to ask, you can ask right now, so that our experts will respond to your questions.
Yes, sir. Sir, we don't have got books.
We will have a separate session for that. You will get books in due course of time, but today's webinar is devoted particularly to yoga. This is not the
Okay,
time
sir.
to have queries on IGNOU.
Yes, sir.
Sweetie,
Okay,
Sweetie, Pitra, and Sushil, you have any queries related to this topic, today's topic? So there are no queries, I suppose. And now I invite and request my colleague Dr. S.K. Panigrahi, Deputy Director, to kindly offer the formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Panigrahi sir.
Thank you very much, Nanda sir. So I must extend my heartfelt thanks to our resource persons. I am really thankful to all of the 3 persons, because within the short notice, so they had accepted our invitation, because today is the most busiest days for all the 3 persons, because today is the International Yoga Day. So out of his busy schedule, they have given time to us. So Dr. Satyanarayan Mishra, I extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of Regional Center Bhubaneswar, on behalf of my senior leader Dr. S.K. Tripathi, on behalf of my all colleagues.
Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Today's meeting and address our students, and they learn a lot from you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And
Thank you,
also
sir.
I extend my heartfelt thanks to Ajay Sahu, sir, because he is the pioneer of this program, because I personally told to him and he arranged everything for us. So thank you, special thanks to Ajay sir, because no doubt all 3 are his counselor, they all are close to us, because sir has told he has already given time to other institution. Still he said, yes sir, I will come to IGNOU. So thank you very much, sir, for your precious time given to us. Thank you once again, sir. And our sweetest ma'am, Ritanjali Pradhan ma'am, whenever you are telling anything to ma'am, never she said no to us. So thank you, ma'am. With your busy schedule, with your tight work, you have given consent for our invitation. Thank you very much once again to you, ma'am, on behalf of Regional Center, on behalf of my colleagues. And last but not least, all the students, without you, this program cannot success. So thanks all the students, my all colleagues, B.C. Nanda, P.K. Jana, our regional director, Dr. S.K. Tripathi, he always inspiring us to do such kind of program, and my all colleagues. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Panigrahi. May I now request our senior regional director and chairperson of this session, Dr. S.K. Tripathi sir to kindly declare the webinar as closed. Sir.
Yeah, indeed, today's webinar was quite fruitful, and all three resource persons spoke pretty well. They have given precious inputs to all of us pertaining to yoga and other exercises, and how beneficial these yogic exercises are for our day-to-day life. All these things we learned, and I think all our learners must have also fully understood and learned many things from the presentations of these three experts. So we'll be organizing such webinars in future also, and we'll be inviting all of you on many other occasions. So till such time, we take leave of you, and I declare the webinar closed for today. So wish you all the best, and we will meet you soon. Thank you.